Upon its inauguration on Friday, May 26, 2023, at the Unity Hall, Government House, Asaba, the Delta State capital, the fifth board of the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, Desopadec, made known its germane intention of identifying with some low-hanging fruits in the interest of the people of the oil-bearing communities as it gears up for a rich bouquet of more people-friendly dividends. The fifth governing board of Desopadec, that is chaired and managed by Olorogun John Obukoho Nani and Chief Festus Ochonogo, respectively, was inaugurated on Friday, 26th of May, 2023.
I formally welcome you all to this inauguration ceremony. First, let me congratulate members of the newly constituted board of the Delta State Oil Producing Development Agency Commission. I charge you to be mindful of the weight of responsibility that lies on your shoulders with this new appointment. It's a call to higher service. For you to succeed, you must shun infighting, nepotism, and greed. I urge you to embrace the time-tested principles of teamwork, transparency, and collective responsibility. This is imperative for the synergy essential for the stability of the organization, long-term socio-economic development, and the general well-being of the people you have been called to serve.
In a display of unwavering dedication and determination, the current board, on assumption of office, has showcased its readiness and resilience in bringing the dividends of democracy to the people they were appointed to serve. The Olorogun John Obukoho Nani and Chief Festus Ochonogo-led board of Desopadec, drawn from diverse backgrounds and expertise, have started walking the talks in the 6 different ethnic nationalities under the Desopadec mandate areas. In accordance with the oath of office taken during the inauguration of the 5th Desopadec board, which solemnly pledged that personal interests would not influence official conduct or decisions, the board has demonstrated remarkable courage and commendable actions. They have undertaken significant measures to enhance the quality of life within the Delta State oil-bearing communities. Notably, they have approved the desilting of blocked drainages and natural water channels across the 6 distinct ethnic nationalities under the purview of Desopadec.
We had a successful board meeting today, which is the third of the series of our monthly board meeting. Issues were discussed and had resolution. One of them is making an attempt quickly to be involved in the flood control mechanism as directed by His Excellency, because we are no doubt aware of the devastating effect of flood. So the state is desirous of at least providing mechanism to address it, and we're also involved.
This includes silted drains and canals in Ishekiri, Ijo, Urobo, Ndokwa, and Ika ethnic nationalities.
Well, of course, that's been the custom of the state to see that they intervene in the flooding, and the state has also directed that Desopadec should intervene. I know full well that Desopadec is going to intervene by opening up all the block drainages, culverts, and waterway. We are going to do that to see that we ameliorate the suffering of the people. The state is going to do their own rally, but for now, the flash flooding, which is the internal flooding, is being caused by block drains, which we are going to make sure that the drains are cleared.
We followed Desopadec endeavors in drains and canal desilting projects. We journeyed to the oil-producing communities where the need to clear drains and canals has become paramount. Through collaborative efforts, Desopadec joined hands with the Delta State Ministry of Environment to deploy specialized earth-moving equipment like swamp bogies, payloaders, dump trucks, and team of drainage experts, which also includes engineers, environmentalists, safety and health officers, and laborers, to address blockages, prevent flooding, and restore functionality to vital water channels in affected areas. The airport road in Warri in the early weeks of July 2023 experienced overwhelming flood due to blocked drains beneath the bustling streets of the oil city. The same experience has been the norm in other major towns and villages in the mandate areas of the Commission.
If you live in Warri, you will have noticed that there have been heavy flooding in Warri and the environs for the past 1 month. And the management of the Desopadec, jointly with the Minister of Environment, Asaba, has decided to intervene by opening up these drains and the canals along this road. That's exactly why we are here.
Modern techniques are playing a pivotal role in this race against time. Drainage experts, armed with the necessary tools, are venturing into the depth of the drainage network, identifying blockages and assessing the progress of clearance operations in real time.
We are partnering with Desopadec. It's Desopadec mandate areas that we are covering, and then we are trying to deflood the areas that are under Desopadec, within the Desopadec mandates. We are going to open up drains, open up waterways that are silted.
As the cleanup exercise that started Saturday 22nd July 2023 continues, the Commission cautioned residents of Warri and its environs to avoid throwing dirt in the drains in order to avert future reoccurrence of the hardship that blocked drains have wreaked on them.
We have discovered that we have very poor sanitary habits, where people throw their dirt and their waste into the drain instead of thinking of an appropriate way to dispose them. So we are using this opportunity to beg them not to be throwing things into the drains and canals. But once it is blocked, they will be the one to suffer it.
While the desilting of blocked drains in Airport Road was still ongoing, another team was evacuating the debris from the blocked drains with dump trucks and payloader machines to the appropriate dump sites. Memories of recent flood-related disasters across cities, towns, and villages in the Desopadec mandate areas have cast a shadow of concern over residents of the oil city. Many vividly recall the devastation caused by clogged drainage systems, prompting a collective sigh of relief as bulldozers and drain cleaning crew hit the streets of Warri, Uwie, and Ughelli.
Formally, when the rain fall, things get tedious for us. Even our business, they choked our business up. Particularly if the rain fall, everybody they evacuate from this area. But when we see una they do this work, so we appreciate una. More una put effort to do more, because with like this now, some people say, as we look the weather, we see the rain won't fall. We don't make provision to leave the area. But when we see una, I mean the courage when we take this. So I will go beg the people in the do this work. Then Desopadec, more una keep doing other area when they touch, because we don't see our side now. Don't they okay?
To Mr. Solomon Chikwendo, a petty business owner, and Victor Urugbe, a car dealer in Airport Road, Warri, Delta State, the ongoing drainage desilting has given brighter hope to the future of their business. According to both of them, who spoke respectively to Desopadec TV, the clearing of drainages has provided them a flood-free business environment that is conducive and attractive to existing and potential customers.
I'm already a happy man for me to see you people this morning here. I'm already a happy man. So I use the opportunity to thank the Desopadec.
On Sunday, 23rd of July 2023, The project supervisor, Engineer Tony Okue, and his team of experts resumed duties at Kosini Layout off Airport Road to continue the desilting of the natural water channel with a swamp boogie.
Today is actually day 2 of this flood intervention activity in the Desopadec mandate area. What we're actually doing today, we are still opening drains along Airport Road and clearing of the drain using payloader and dump trucks. Then we have equally mobilized the swamp buggy into the Kosini Ejeba Creek, and as we are talking, the swamp buggy is there working.
The water channel at Kosini, when carefully cleared, will empty all flooded water coming from the Airport Road axis into a canal at the last segment of the Kosini layout in Warri. The water will be further guided by a natural water channel towards the Ejeba region before finding its way to the river on a natural course.
It will affect the community and the economic activity positively, because what they are doing is very encourageable. We appreciate the state government for looking into this area, that give it fit to come and do the clearing of our community, and will reduce the excess of flood in our community.
After 3 days of successful desilting of drains and canals, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Desopadec, Chief Festus Ochonogo, visited the Airport Road intervention site to ascertain the level, effectiveness, and impact of the job done so far. On the arrival of the MD CEO of Desopadec, Chief Festus Ochonogo, he was taken round the already cleared drains at Airport Road and the natural water channels at the Kosini layout by Engineer Tony Okue. Mrs. Francisca Atiga, representative of the Delta State Ministry of Environment. Frowning at the deliberate efforts of some residents of the Warri metropolis to block natural water channels with unapproved structures, the MD, Chief Festus Ochonogo, said relevant authority has been commissioned by Governor Sheriff Uburewori to adequately address all issues associated with erection of illegal structures on natural waterways.
What we have seen now in Warri is this deliberate effort to block a water channel, and which is not a good one. Warri has this normal natural channel that can take care of these flood-related challenges. But where we deliberately block, what do you expect? The water will come back and everybody will start complaining. Excellency is desirous of bringing life back to Warri, and government cannot achieve that if we, on our own, start to make things difficult for government. These blockages are not necessary, and it's something that we need to strengthen our development control. People shouldn't just build anyhow.
The MD CEO of Desopadec, Chief Festus Ochonogo, enjoined the Supervisory Ministry of Urban and Regional Planning and developers in the mandate areas of the Commission to give serious consideration to natural water channels while carrying out their developmental activities.
People shouldn't just build anyhow. There should be approval, and there should also be monitoring of development in our communities. But here, people just build anyhow, and to the extent that from that side now, water cannot move easily across Port Road to this side because of what immigration people have done.
At the completion of Airport Road Drains desilting project, the team of drainage experts from Desopadec and the Delta State Ministry of Environment, armed with the relevant tools, were redeployed to a Ekurede Shekiri community in Warri South local government area, Delta State. Prior to Desopadec intervention at Ekurede Shekiri community, it was reported that serious flood had wreaked havoc on infrastructure and people living in the community due to blocked drains. With the serious efforts of the Commission that lasted for about 4 days, the drainages in Ekurede Shekiri and Ugbori Road linking Mowe Toyibo Canal were totally cleared, and sanity restored again in the community. From Ekrede Shakiri community in Warri South local government area, Delta State, Desopadec mobilized the drainage and canal desilting team to Uwie local government area, Delta State, for comprehensive desilting of all affected drainages and canals that posed danger to infrastructure and human existence in Uwie. All blocked drainages on both sides of Jakpa Road and silted canals in Uwie were adequately attended to. The clearing of drainages at Jakpa Road started from Ekma axis and spanned through both sides of the road through to Jakpa Junction.
I thank God for the government, Desopadec, for the work they are doing, because it is not easy. As they are doing it and packing it off, the problem we are having before, when we pack out, to where to pack it is very difficult. Now they are doing it and pack all of them out. So we thank them, because this is will make us say, where they fall now, this will float off. It is to dry so that it will not disturb our business.
The canal, stretching from the GRA area in Efru, Okoloba through to Aka Avenue and then to Ekma River, has been cleared to eradicate the dangers that are associated with flood. Currently, the water flows freely through the canal and finally empties into the Ekma River.
The drainage is totally blocked. I don't think they've packed this drainage for years. So, but as soon as we open those drainages, we bring those blockage. There are some, you see a dump of dirt in a sack bag. So they use it to block all those areas. So long we open it, when the rain is falling, the water is flowing.
At Okwokoko and Ugbomro communities in Okwe and Uwie local government areas of Delta State, Desopadec has completely desilted a canal that shares boundary between Ugbomro community in Uwie Kingdom and Okwokoko community in Okwe Kingdom.
We are opening up of canal here, which is part of our activity in this deflooding exercise. We have opened up several canals in the town, and this is one of the canals that we have earmarked for clearing, and that's exactly what we are doing today here. This is a canal running from Okwokoko, Bomro to Fopre, and discharging into Gololi River and finally into the Agbaro River.
Activities of Desopadec in these adjoining communities have allayed the fears of possible flooding as the rain gets more intense.
Desopadec has done a good job. We encourage them to do more so that other areas will also enjoy and partake from this work they've done today here now, so that flood will not disturb them.
Simultaneously, the Desopadec team, in collaboration with the State Ministry of Environment, has also deployed specialized earth-moving equipment and group of drainage and canal desilting experts to Ughelli in Ughelli North local government area of Delta State. Blocked drains and natural water channels were carefully attended to, making the hopes of shop owners who expressed displeasure over the negative impact of the flood orchestrated by blocked drains and natural water channels to be high again.
The truth be say, if rain fall, all year the food just be like flood. This my shop before, if rain fall, water they enter, customer come, they go dey vex, say, madam, you dey pay for this shop? I say, yes, so I dey pay. Say the water they even dey reach here, they go dey vex, say, the land not go feed one. This year, so now univator, when the rain come fall, you not come enter, I call reach half of the road for there. So all this I call food, the other side, everywhere, both side food to water. But when they call the digger, so I call they happy, say that they do it because the water will call they pass.
At the Ughelli axis, we witnessed the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Desopadec, Chief Festus Ochonogo, in action on his visits to inspect the ongoing desilting. The MD CEO of Desopadec, Chief Festus Ochonogo, who visited in company of the Executive Director, Project Desopadec, Honorable Talib Tebite, and one of the board members representing Urobo nationality, Honorable Sylvester Ovije, traversed the landscape, engaging with project teams, community leaders, and workers on ground. After the MD's visit, work continued immensely at the Ugali axis. Two major canals, which include the Ekugbo-Ugeli Canal and the Otoodo Junction Oviriogo Canal that were heavily silted, were adequately cleared. The desilting of the Otoodo Oviriogo canals started behind the Otoodo Wood Market and advanced rapidly into Okogbe Street, stretching through Udofori Street, then to Oviriogo Community. Happily, the problem of flooding as a result of silted drains and canals have been laid to rest in Ugeli axis. At Oviriogo Community, in Ugeli North Local Government Area of Delta State, Desopadec has also deployed its team and commenced the dredging of a virgin canal that will be channeled through the Olomo River.
As you can see, here we are in Oviriogo. The waterway is being opened. The people complained that they were having flash floods because there's no coastal flood here. And that is why we came here with this equipment that you can see behind me, the boogie, to open up the waterway. And our intention of opening it is to desilt the waterway that has been silted. The message I have for the people of Oviriogo is that they should not use the waterway as their refuse dump sites.
Years back and even recently, we have always suffered the last trunk of water. This is one of the best palliative government can give to the people, because this one affects every individual of the community, even the neighboring community. This is one of the best palliative. And it is proactive.
When government they do this one for us, would they happy? Say government they do this one for us, they open now. Would they happy? Say government they open now for us. Make we say we not suffer for the water. Would they happy? When rain fall now, the bigger when they open now, so the water go flow well now. But they not open now, water not go flow well.
Efforts to desilt the blocked Ovirio-Lomo Canal has progressively gone far as at the time of our visit.
We have started work in earnest. We first concentrated on evacuating this huge waste, which always lies on the waterboard, and this has helped in. If you watch the water now, you see the little current behind me. This has helped in the free flow. So we are going further now to trace its parts. Because of the blockage here, the other parts have overgrown to a very large extent. So we are throwing now the boogies down this water part. Now we are tracing the water parts and opening it up, which should give ease of water flow. So next time when there's high rise or huge water volume, instead of spilling over, it will go through its routes.
At Sapele, headquarters of Sapele Local Government Area of Delta State, Desopadec, in collaboration with the Delta State Ministry of Environment, has deployed its team to begin the clearing of blocked canals and drainages.
Precisely, we started work here since on the 8th of this month. This is the 4th day here. And we started from the urban area, and it's linking so many communities. Like from the urban area, it's going to Commercial Avenue, from Commercial Avenue to Reclamation, to Riaiki, to Mamiedi, Owumi, and down to Ogoro de Canal. So it's a very long stretch. And all these communities, their flood water flows into this canal. And because it has been silted, each time it rains, the community, they have always complained of flooding in the resident houses. And that is why we are here as part of the Desopadec flood intervention activity that being backed upon now.
My guest job for here, the rain most times, because of the road like this. The rain, when the rain fall finish, water go full everywhere. We go wait for some time before we go fit go as. So but when we come see them now, they clear this place now. We dey happy where we thank the Desopadec where they do this place now. God go bless them, because now if you can see the water now, the water don't flow now.
At Jesse Town in Ethiopia West Local Government Area, Delta State, Desopadec has also commenced the desilting of blocked drainages.
The work when Desopadec they will declare, so when the gutter they flow small, so it help us because we no come experience say water no come gather the road as before. The gutter now don dey flow. Our houses when e dey inside the community now the water no come enter when the rain dey fall now. So I thank them well well.
The team of drainage experts from Desopadec stormed Jesse town to clear all drains leading to the river Ethiop.
Each time there is heavy rain, according to the residents, the drains overflow into the roads because it's silted, whereas it's supposed to be draining down to the river Ethiop. And so we've come today to open up the drains and evacuate the waste. So that's exactly what we are doing. We actually started this job today in Jesse.
On behalf of my neighbors here, we are saying thank you to Desopadec for what people are doing for us. We are grateful. At least with this, we can be able to cope with the economic situation of the country. But we know presently things are harsh, things are hard. But with this, we'll be experiencing good sales and we can be able to cope, to manage until things get better for us.